Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. This is Amir. Welcome to yet another video from Ireland. I was about to say Dublin, Ireland, but I'm not in Dublin anymore. Anyway, welcome to the channel. This is the second part of the discussion that we had in the previous video. If you have not seen that video, please go take a look at it. We discussed the critical skills visa and the general work permit in that particular video. Now, this was something that was requested to me for a very long time, and I just kept delaying. In fact, I have kept delaying recording videos because these days it has just become very difficult. I know I keep saying this and I don't really like to say it anymore that I'm always busy. Honestly, it's about priorities. When you are my age, I am 32 years old. When you're at this age, you have bunch of responsibilities that take priority on doing certain things like YouTube. And as a man, you would realize that you get to a stage in your life where you just have to make others your priority, your friends and family and people that you love. So it's a midlife crisis that every single person in the world goes through. So that is why YouTube has taken a little bit of a backseat, but I'm trying to do my best and trying to bring you information that you wouldn't find anywhere else. And of course, let me again remind you that I have a company called Uprise. We are working with educational institutes here in Ireland to promote education in Ireland. So if you're thinking about further studies and if you are cut out for it, and after listening to the discussion in these two videos, the previous one and this one, if you're still good for studying abroad here in Ireland, please get in touch with us. We can help you get admission. I can mentor you through your journey. If you are in India, if you are from an English speaking country, then my colleague who's in Irish would help you. Anyway, with that said, let us begin, guys. Today we'll be talking about the list of occupations which are ineligible for employment permits. Now, if you remember, I spoke about the amendment to the critical skills list every few years. The last amendment was made back in 2018, and during that time this list was also published. So this list has become effective from 1st of January 2020. The critical skills occupation list as well as this ineligible occupations list is compiled by the expert group on future skills needs. They use a framework known as Standard Occupational Classification System, SOC. That's what you will see on the critical skills and critical skills occupation list. It has categories such as SOC 1, SOC 4. So SOC stands for Standard Occupation Classification System. Anyway, so here are the categories of employment that are on this list. Managers in hospitality and leisure services. This includes hotel and accommodation managers, restaurant and catering establishment managers, leisure and sports facilities managers, travel agency managers. There's a reason why only managers are included here because the expert group, the government or the Department of Skills, whoever they are, they think that they have the people who can manage these businesses in their own country. So this is something that should not be targeting. Managers in health and care services. Once again, the onus is on managers because the Department of Skills or the expert group on occupations feels that they have people who can manage such types of businesses. There are some more managers: property, housing and estate managers, garage managers, hairdressing and beauty salon managers, shopkeepers, waste disposal and environmental services managers. Other managers in other services not elsewhere classified includes betting shop manager, graphic design manager, library manager, plant hire manager, production manager, with exception of safety manager. So managers in almost all the sectors. Not a good idea to move to Ireland if you think that you can just get in, manage business and manage people. It is something reserved only for the European people. I think this is also a way of protecting the employment rights of people in the country. It really makes sense, and I have nothing against the thought process that goes into compiling this list. Let's move on. Therapy professionals: physiotherapist, occupational therapist, speech and language therapist, other therapy professionals not elsewhere classified. Again, that leaves a little bit of ambiguity, but I'm sorry, occupational therapist is not on the list, not eligible for applying for visa. Physiotherapists are not eligible as mentioned on this list, so please bear that in mind. Social workers and professional officers not part of the critical skills or eligible for the general work permits. Draftsperson and related architectural technicians. Town planning technicians. I mentioned it in my last video that draftsmen were removed from the list of critical occupations list. It so happens that they are not eligible for general work permits as well. So health associate professionals, dispensing opticians, pharmaceutical technicians, dental technicians, other health associate professionals not elsewhere classified, including acupuncturist, homeopaths, hypnotherapist, massage therapist, reflexologist, and sports. Okay, yes, but this does not include nurses, midwives, and doctors. So please bear that in mind. Those are still eligible for applying for a work permit. Police officers, fire service officers, prison service officers. This is something even I am reading for the first time. So police officers are not eligible for work permits. Yeah, that's something new that I've learned today. Fitness instructors. Well, okay, now I know a lot of students who are on stamp 1G visa working as an instructor in the gym. This is for you guys. Sales, marketing, and related associate professionals. Estate agent and auctioneers. So no chance for those who are working in real estate. Anyway, moving on. Now this is very, very important. We have administrative occupations in finance. Credit controllers, bookkeepers, payroll managers, and wages clerks. Banks and post office clerks, finance officers, other financial administrative occupations not elsewhere classified. Now, this is important from the fact that finance and accounting is one of the biggest hiring sectors in Ireland. I have myself mentioned it in the videos that I've created about the job market in Ireland. But not every profession in finance makes you eligible for a work permit. So bear that in mind. Bookkeepers, finance clerks, and there's something called as finance officers on the list. Again, that is very ambiguous. It doesn't say what kind of officers. So it can be tricky. Please be mindful that some of the occupations in finance are listed on the ineligible occupations list. Human resource administrative occupations. Again, people looking at HR as a viable career option from moving from non-European countries as a student studying masters in HR in the country. Please bear this in mind. Now this is from engineering point of view. Smith and forge workers, molders, core makers and die casters, metal plate workers and riveters. Vehicle technicians, mechanics, electricians, vehicle bodybuilders and repairers. So it's all the blue collar professions that are protected by the government for the local population. Makes sense. Again, I have nothing against it. Electricians, TV engineers, audio engineers, skilled metal, electrical and electronic trades supervisor. So mind you, that's trades supervisors. Electrical engineering though is a part of the critical skills. In construction, masons, roofers, plumbers, carpenters, floorers and wall tilers, painters and decorators, construction and building trades supervisors. Now here is another sector in which I've seen a lot of Indian students working in here in Ireland. They are on stamp 1 visa but they are not eligible to apply for a work permit after they finish their 2 years. I'm talking about the retail sector, people working in sales, professions such as sales and retail assistants, retail cashiers and checkout operators, telephone salespersons, pharmacy and other dispensing assistants, sales supervisors, customer service occupation, call centers not eligible, telephonists, communication operators, market research interviewers, other customer service occupations not elsewhere classified. There is a little bit of ambiguity there, but I hope the list makes a little bit of sense to you. So this is it, guys. The list goes on. It's a very long list. Bar staff, kitchen staff, hotel porters, and I don't know, street cleaners, drivers, and there are so many that I've not mentioned. I can't really do it in one video. In fact, I should not. I'll leave the link in the description. Please go to it. Read the supporting articles on the website so that you know you're not making a wrong decisions. Now honestly, I have never gone through this list myself, I mean so thoroughly as I have just now. So this just brings one thing to my mind, and that is the people going for management and business related courses. If you have paid attention to this video, then you would realize that the professions that are offered by courses such as business management or international business or any business related course will put you in a category of occupations that is neither on the critical skills occupation list or falls in the ineligible occupations list. It's something worth critically thinking about. Uh, anyway, I'm just speaking too much. My throat is dry. I also have to go out. It's a weekend. I have to shop for the week. Groceries and things. Anyway, you guys take care of yourself. Remember Apprise, the link is in the description. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.